Fernando Soto, are you building yourself a prison? Are you building yourself a prison? Fernando Soto.
Life hands you bricks in the form of opportunity. End scene. Life hands you bricks in the form of opportunities. And whether or not you perceive those opportunities to be positive or negative, you use them to build one of two things: your dreams or your own prison. You are a bricklayer. Fellow architects, what are you building? At a young age, I found that I love assuming different characters for the entertainment of others. And when I was presented with the first opportunity to lay my first brick towards the foundation of my dreams, I turned it down. I was afraid that it wouldn't help my social status because chicks dig jocks, Kobe, not thespians, darling. You lay your first brick towards the foundation of your prison out of fear. And you unknowingly adopt your prisoner's name, B-U-T. But Fernando, that's not cool. When did but Lamar, but Ravish, but Roxanne, but Phyllis, but Bob, but Stan happen for you? Have you ever witnessed someone doing something that you loved and you thought, I could do that? When I was in high school, I attended a play. And as I sat in the auditorium with the audience, I watched the exchange on stage. Oh, Johnny! Cynthia, I must go. But Johnny! Cynthia. When a man and fate and circumstance and destiny sends you an email, he must reply all. I can do that. I want to be an off-brand Batman. Where is she? Heck, I could even do the villains too. Oh, you think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. And as soon as the play finished, the crowd jumped to their feet and gave a standing ovation. Encore, encore. But all I could do was sink in my seat. Have you heard your prison warden call when inspiration struck you? When you answer that call, but Fernando, it's too late. You add to the foundation and you erect the walls of your own incarceration. Now, I will go on and do what many would believe one should do as an adult. I will go to college for 6 years and receive a 4-year degree. I would accumulate a snowball effect of debt. And I would obtain a job that probably will never pay off that debt. I would do this for years, but I felt empty. I would watch movies like Gladiator and television series like Game of Thrones. And I would get a feeling inside me so intense that it would move me to tears because that's what I should be doing. When you do not do what you should be doing, you answer to, but Fernando, you have responsibilities now. And you construct the ceiling to your own confinement. Whenever I would share my aspirations of becoming an actor with other people, I would tell them, I want to be a star, you see. See my name up in the marquee. but I wouldn't be met with encouragement or support. I would be met with the same tired litany that you would be met with. But Fernando, you don't have the resources. But Fernando, you can't do that. But Fernando, do you realize that the odds of you making it are slim to none? And the worst of it is, when you call yourself by that ugly name you absurdly adopted. I did this about tonight, speaking with you. But Fernando, you don't have that deep booming voice that will resonate throughout the room. But Fernando, you haven't suffered life's tragedies. What wisdom could you possibly share with these people? It was then I escorted myself into my brick cage. And I closed the cell door behind me. Make no mistake. You are building one of two things with your bricks. Either your dreams or your own prison. There is no in between. And when you're not building one, you are building the other. Can you recall when you laid your first pessimistic brick? Better yet, can you recall the skeptic who handed you that brick? It took me years to realize that I was the architect of my own prison. It took me several more to realize that the key was hanging right there inside with me. I just had to pick it up. And I did when I decided to pursue a career in acting. I put it in the lock and I turned the key when I worked on my first feature. And now, speaking with you here today, I will break out of this self-made prison forever, and I will lay my first brick towards the foundation of my dream. I will no longer answer to, but Fernando, builder of my own prison. You are a bricklayer. The only question is, what are you building? End scene.